Today we will learn how to bisect a given angle. We have a piece of cake here. Just think, how will we divide it into two equal parts? Think for a while. You are absolutely right. We will cut this piece in such a way and divide it into two equal parts. Now, look at this line. This line divides the given angle into two equal parts. We will call this line the bisector of this angle. In this video, we will learn how to bisect an angle.
Suppose we have to bisect the angle on a paper.
Then, we will place the sides of the angle exactly one above the other so that it forms a crease on the paper. This crease on paper, formed after unfolding the paper, divides the given angle into two equal parts, so it acts as the bisector of this angle. To obtain the bisector of an angle, we use the tools of geometry. We can obtain the bisector of an angle with the use of a ruler and a compass. So, let's understand the method. Let's see how we can construct the bisector of angle AOB using this method. Step 1. First, we will consider O as the center. By placing the pointed end of the compass at the center O,
We will open the compass to take an appropriate radius,
and draw an arc.
cutting both the arms of angle O. Suppose this arc intersects the arms of angle O at point M and point N.
This is an initial arc. From the initial arc, we obtain two such points which have equal distances from the vertex. For instance, M and N are at equal distance from the vertex O. Step 2. Now we will place the pointed end of the compass at point M.
We will increase the radius of compass as per the requirement.
Then we will draw an arc in the interior of angle O. Step 3. Without changing the compass setting, we will place its pointed end at a point N and draw another arc cutting the arc formed from M. Assume both arcs intersect at point D. Step 4. Now, we will draw ray OD from the vertex O. Ray OD is the bisector of angle O. If we find the measurements of both angles using a protractor, then we will observe that both angles measure the same. This verifies that ray OD is the bisector of angle O. Today we learned how to bisect an angle. In the next video, we will see some interesting examples. Today we will see some examples related to the construction of the bisector of an angle. Draw an angle measuring 140 degree and bisect it. To draw an angle measuring 140 degree, first draw a ray. Let's name it BC. Now place the protractor on the ray BC in such a way that the center of the protractor is at point B and the zero edge completely covers the ray. Then we will use a protractor scale whose 0 degree is close to C. Since we have to draw an angle of 140 degree, we will proceed on this scale to find the sign representing 140 and mark a point in front of it. We will name it A. Now taking point B as the vertex, we will draw a ray which passes through point A. From this, we will get angle ABC which measures 140 degree. Now, let's bisect it. Step 1. To bisect the angle, draw an arc by placing the pointed end of the compass at the center of angle ABC, that is, point B which cuts the arm BC of angle ABC at point E and the arm BA at point F. Step 2. Place the pointed end of the compass on E.
And open the compass to take a radius more than half the length of EF. With this radius, we will draw an arc in the interior of angle ABC.
Step 3.
By keeping the same radius in the compass,
We will place the pointed end of the compass on F.
and draw another arc that intersects the arc made from E.
Both arcs intersect at point G. Step 4. Now we will draw ray BG from vertex B to G. The ray BG divides angle ABC in two equal parts, so it is the desired bisector. To verify this, we will measure both angles with the help of a protractor. The measurement of both angles is equal. With the help of a trace paper, if we draw the exact copy of one of the two angles obtained and place it over the other angle,
Then the arms of both angles
coincide with each other completely, which proves that both angles are equal. This verifies that we have properly bisected the angle measuring 140 degree, giving us two angles and each of them measuring 140 degree by 2 is equal to 70 degrees. Next example. With the help of a ruler and a compass, construct an angle measuring 1.5 times of angle XYZ. At first, this question may seem difficult, but with the correct understanding of the composition of an angle, one can easily solve this question. Here we have to draw an angle 1.5 times larger than the given angle. 1.5 means 1 plus half. If we draw an angle equal to the given angle and then bisect one of the two angles, then we get one full angle and one half angle, which together will form an angle 1.5 times larger than the given angle. Let us understand this by constructing an angle. Here, angle XYZ is given to us. If we have to construct an angle of equal measure, how will we do it? Pause the video and recall the method to construct an angle measuring equal to the given angle. We will tell you. Step 1. Using a compass, we will place its pointed end at the vertex Y. Then,
we will open the compass to take the required radius and draw the arcs
intersecting the arms of the angle Y at points U and V. We will make this arc bigger so that we can proceed with the next step. Step 2. Here, we will keep arc XY common in both angles. Now, taking the distance of UV, we will place the pointed end of the compass at point V and draw an arc cutting the first arc. Suppose that both arcs intersect at point D. Step 3. Now we will draw the ray YD starting from the vertex Y and passing through point D. We obtain angle XYD, which is equal to angle XYZ. Now we will find the bisector of any one angle. Here, we will find the bisector of angle XYZ. Step 1. First of all, we have to draw an arc from vertex Y which intersects both sides of angle XYZ. Here we have already made an arc. We will use the same. Step 2. Placing the pointed end of the compass at point U and open it for more than half the distance of UV.
With this radius,
we will draw an arc in the interior of angle XYZ. Step 3.
By keeping the same radius in the compass,
we will place the pointed end on V and draw another arc cutting the arc made from U. Both arcs intersect at point M. Step 4. Now we will draw the ray YM starting from vertex Y and passing through M. Ray YM divides angle XYZ in two equal parts, so it is the desired or required bisector. Now if we add angle XYD and angle XYM, we get angle DYM, which is 1.5 times larger than angle XYZ. Next example, if we bisect a right angle, what will be the measure of each angle? We know that right angle means 90-degree angle. If we bisect this angle, we will get two equal parts. Since both angles are equal, each angle will measure 90 degree by 2 is equal to 45 degrees. Today we saw some examples related to construction of bisector of an angle. In the next video, we will see some simple mistakes related to it. Today we will see some mistakes related to the construction of bisector of an angle. Mistake 1. Some students fail to understand the basic method to find the bisector of an angle. So, instead, they use a protractor to measure the angle and mark a point at half of this measurement. Then, they draw a ray passing through the vertex at this point. They find it difficult to understand how to construct bisectors using compass. Therefore, they try to avoid using this method to find a bisector. It is important to have an understanding of the usage of compass to create bisectors. Suppose we have to find the bisector of an angle of 63 degree. Half of 63 degree is 31.5 degree. It will be difficult to identify it on a protractor accurately. In such a situation, we can find the bisector easily and accurately by drawing an angle of 63 degree and creating a bisector using the compass. Mistake 2. Sometimes, when finding the bisector of an angle, students draw an arc cutting the sides of the angle, but make mistakes while going forward with the method. For instance, to find the bisector of angle ABC, students make such an arc which intersects BC at D and AB at E. Then they place the compass on D and draw another arc in the interior of angle ABC. In the same way, they try to draw an arc by placing the pointed end of the compass on E. Here they can see that the arc formed from E will not intersect the arc formed from D. So, they change the distance of the compass and draw an arc intersecting at point F. Then they construct ray BF and show that BF is the bisector of angle ABC. Can you tell what went wrong here? Think for a while. You are absolutely right. It is wrong to change the measurement of the compass here. Keep in mind,
When you make an arc cutting the arms of the angle,
then take more than half the distance of DE in the compass. This will allow you to draw arcs cutting each other from both intersection points. Mistake 3. Some students fail to understand
why is it necessary to take more than half the distance of the intersection points as radius?
After drawing the initial arc that cuts the angle ABC. Keep in mind, this is necessary so that the two arcs formed
From the points of intersection of the arms,
intersect each other in the interior of the angle. If the distance is kept less than half, the arcs will not intersect. So today we saw some mistakes related to the construction of bisector of an angle.